here's the story about how I got catfished. The way I'm gonna tell the story is I'm gonna tell it in chronological order of how it happened, and as much detail as I think you guys need. Some of it's gonna be embarrassing. Also, kind of as I tell the story, maybe you might think, well, duh, obviously it was a catfish or whatever. But when you're in the moment, it's a lot different and it's weird. Make your judgments or whatever, but unfortunately it happened to me, and when I was in the moment, it felt a lot different, and now that I'm out of the moment, I think back a lot and I go, wow, so I'm with you there. But first I want to kind of tell a backstory of me. First off, I've been single for 6 years. The last relationship I was in was not a good one. It was toxic on both ends. A little backstory maybe kind of helps make this story make a little bit more sense. I got a match with a girl, and she was extremely pretty. This girl was gorgeous, Brazilian, 21. I mean, just insanely, just beautiful all around, just amazingly gorgeous and way out of my league. We matched, so I sent a message. So I sent a message and it all started off very, very normal. Kind of, slow on the dating app, just, talking, what's up, pretty normal. So we talked for a little bit on the Facebook dating app. I asked her out on like a brunch date, and she said, yeah, the next Saturday, it was Saturday, she said the next Saturday, we go on a brunch date, and things like that. I said, okay, awesome, and so we exchanged phone numbers. The first day we started talking, it was just light, normal texting. Kind of the second day we started texting a lot more, and we had a lot in common, and it was going really, really well. Wow, this is like, this is great, and I'm trying not to get too excited or anything, and I'm trying to keep with my plan, just take it slow, relax. It just got better and better, and she brought up points like, she noticed I had an Android, and goes, oh man, you have an Android, we can't FaceTime. She brought up the FaceTiming, not me or anything like that, so you don't think a person who's catfishing you would bring that up. And she goes, oh, we can't FaceTime. I said, we can Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, whatever. And, she made jokes, oh, that's kind of ghetto or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But eventually she was like, yeah, okay, we could use that. But, making fun of it and making fun of my Android and saying, no, I'm going to get you to get an iPhone so we can FaceTime, blah, blah, blah. So no reason to think this person's fake. Also, since we met on the Facebook dating app, they had a Facebook. Now, when I looked at the Facebook, though, she didn't have many posts, but she had pictures and they were listed from years ago, so it's not like she posted everything at once. So this has been an active Facebook for a while. It seemed pretty real, but didn't have many likes and things, and that was kind of weird. And as I got to know her, though, she explained that she had a crazy ex, and part of moving, she moved here from Miami like a month ago, is what this person says. And that, she got a job offer here, and it was also kind of to get away from Miami and that person. So she said her social media is kind of weird, and she kind of keeps private. Kind of thought it was weird, but I respected that. But I'll go back now to the story, and as we went on, I guess we were connecting super, super well, which is really weird for me because I haven't connected with anybody like that in 6 years, and not nearly that fast. And the thing is, she wasn't really learning about me. I was kind of connecting with her. She was finding out the things I liked because she liked those things and they related to me, if that makes any sense. Like, I thought it was weird. She didn't ask why kind of what I did. But I guess she already knew. But like I said, I'll go back. So we started talking on the phone a lot. And like I said, she's Brazilian and 21. And when I talked to her on the phone, she absolutely she was definitely Brazilian. I heard her speak Portuguese. She sounded just like she looks. Super cute voice, cute laugh. Everything. No reason at all to believe it was a catfish. And once we started talking on the phone, we got talking a lot. It happened to work out really, really well for her because first off, I had the Android, so I couldn't FaceTime, which I thought was a bad thing, but I think that worked out perfect. And then right when we met too, I was going out of town for the next couple days for work, so we couldn't meet, which I thought was unfortunate, but ended up probably working out to what she wanted. We talked, and I worked nights, and I could talk on the phone because I always wore my headphones, so we talked almost. When I was out of town, we talked all night while I was working, and it was a great opportunity to talk and get to know each other, and we just got along just so well. Like I said, it just seemed like she said everything that I ever wanted, and I couldn't believe, and how pretty she was, and the personality, it was so great. And things started moving fast, not like crazy fast, but our connection grew like super, super fast. And like I said, I know you're thinking, wow, it's only been a week and a couple days of talking. You're right, it is. But when you haven't connected with anyone in 6 years, and this person comes along, and you think I couldn't even build a better person if I wanted to, you just let your guards down. Her story, she just moved to Jacksonville a month for a job. She worked at a plasma donation place. And, you know, she told me she drove a Jeep. You know, she was talking about her scrubs, and I asked her, you know, send me a selfie of you in your scrubs, and she did. And she had the scrubs on that she said. She was in the Jeep that she said, and it was just like, why would I not? And I've talked to her on the phone, and she sounds exactly what she looks like. Why would I not believe any of this? So, like I said, it went far from there. We just started really, really liking each other a lot, and we texted and talked every minute, you know, sending stupid stuff like hearts and things to each other. Definitely moving too fast. We planned to meet when I got back in town, and I was gonna take her out to dinner or meet for somewhere for dinner. But as we started talking and talking, we just felt so comfortable with each other. Even though we talked for like a week, and we talked a lot on the phone, I felt like I've known this person for like a month or two. Like I said, I know it sounds weird, but we just connected like that. And so I got back out in town early, and I was working nights, so I slept through the day, and I kind of woke up at like 7 or 8, and she got off of work later, and we were both tired, and we were so comfortable with each other, which this is stupid now, that instead of going out, I decided, you know, I'd go hang out and watch movies at her place or something, and you know, we talked about, you know, cuddling and things like that, whatever. It's embarrassing, guys, but it's what happened. And it was stupid. This shouldn't ever be the first way you meet someone, but I let the excitedness, you know, get to me. And she gave me her address. You know, I told her, hey, what time do you want me there? She's gonna be there at 9:30. Okay, I looked up her address, said you're only 15 minutes away, perfect. She told me what kind of chocolates and things, so I bought her chocolates and flowers, and like I said, first time meeting someone, probably not the best thing to do, but I just connected with this person so well. I thought everything so right that I wanted to really make a great first impression. And I tell her, I'm only 15 minutes away. I'll be there in 15. I'll call you when I'm there, and you can let me know, you know, where your apartment is in the place. Okay, cool. You know, see you then. Oh, I'm real sleepy. Well, you know, I said, okay, good. You know, and you know, we can cuddle up when I'm there, whatever. Some real, like, you know, cute stuff. And so I head over there, and I'm about to get in. Like I said, I just talked to her 15 minutes ago, and I'm starting to pull in, and I call. No answer. No, maybe she's not ready yet. I wait a little bit. Call again. No answer. Shoot her a text. Nothing. You know, I started waiting about 20 minutes. And I'm going, man, what's up with this? And she was just talking to me 15 minutes before. It's like, you know, to fall asleep in 15 minutes, especially when you said you were so excited to meet somebody, that would be tough. I waited an hour for her, like a dummy, with my flowers and my candy I bought for her. And I called a couple times and texted and just waited. Nothing. So I went back home. I was really disappointed, felt like a big dummy, and went to bed. I turned my phone on silent because I figured maybe she fell asleep or something. She's gonna hit me up in the morning. I was kind of mad. There's no point of being mean to somebody, you know, or whatever. I just wanted, if it was it, that was it. And so I turned my phone on silent. When I woke up, she Snapchat called me, my Facebook Messenger called me, texted me, all these things. So I fell asleep. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I kind of got it, but also at the same time, we were talking about how excited we were to meet each other, that it was very hard to believe that she would fall asleep, because I would have, if it was vice versa, I'd have a hard time falling asleep. I told her I need some time to think, because to be honest, and this is nothing against women, but I get bailed on a lot going to dates. Like, we make a plan for a date and then they just ghost me. And it happens a lot, and whatever, it's okay. I wish girls would just say if they weren't interested, that they weren't interested anymore, and I can go about my day. But a lot of times, you know, I just get bailed on. So after it happened so many times to me, I kind of made a rule that if I get bailed on, like, I gotta cut it there. But I really liked this girl, and I really got along with her. So I needed a day to think about it, and I even called my mom for advice. My mom said, if it happened to you, you know, what would you think? And I also said, you know, you shouldn't meet someone on the first date at their place. And I was thinking, I was like, yeah, that is a bit too much. I even texted her and I said, hey, listen, you know, I'm not here to be mean to you, roast you, whatever, but, you know, did you just fall asleep, or was something else in play? That boat coming across is pretty cool. Or was something else in play? And she's kind of like, well, you know, I thought that maybe you coming over was a bit too much, and I didn't want to have things go too far, but I knew if you came over, they probably would, because we wouldn't be able to help it, because we are very attracted to each other. You know, you're totally right. And because of my last relationship 6 years ago and how much I've worked on myself to be a better person and to never be like that again, I wanted to really make sure I was very understanding of somebody else and understanding of her. So that's why I asked that, and I said, hey, you know, I completely understand. She felt really bad. I said, don't worry about it completely. She said, no, it's not okay. That's not right to do to somebody, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, seriously, like, we moved too fast. We were both excited. That's not okay. You're totally right. I'm glad that we didn't meet that way, and now I have an opportunity to take you out on a real date, like a real gentleman, and do this properly, because I really like you, and we know the attraction there, so there's no reason to rush anything. You know, let's take our time and have fun with this. Then she finally calls me, and she's crying. on the phone, and she's on her way to Miami because that's where all her family is. She had nobody here, and she was so upset with herself. And she was crying. She said, I wanted a couple days to go down, and we talked for a while she was finishing up her drive. And I mean, could it have been fake? I don't know. Could her voice have been fake? I don't know. I was definitely talking to a Brazilian chick. I'm so convinced that the sound box, I don't believe. I mean, she was crying, so sincere. There's no reason to believe everything this person said added up. She's going to her aunt's house, and I talked to her. I could hear that she was driving. I could hear her blinker, and I mean, it all added up. And she said, I'm gonna spend a couple days in Miami. When we come back, we'll go out on our date, and we'll just continue talking. Okay, that's fine. I totally understand. Like, I'm just gonna take a break from the story real quick, just tell you like little details and things. Like, so she said she was staying at her aunt's house. She's Brazilian. She speaks Portuguese. We're on the phone late at night, and I could hear an older lady come in speaking to her in Portuguese, and they kind of went back and forth. And she put the phone on mute. But I mean, the story added up. She was at her aunt's house in Miami because she lives here now. She wanted to hang with some friends and things, and an older lady, sounded like an older lady, came in and started speaking sports. I mean, that all adds up. And so what this person did is they studied me and used all my weaknesses against me. Like, the reason we connected so much is because, like, I do vision boards, I write goals, I listen to self-development books, I do all those things. And she said she did all those things. And it was like, but I didn't tell her I did those things first. She like somehow brought up a vision board. I was like, no way, I haven't. Be like, she started bringing up books and that she listens to stuff. I was like, I listen to these things, and it was just like everything she said I connected with. I was like, who is this person? Like, this is way too much. I had to keep going back to her Facebook, I had pictures, and I was like, and she's like this gorgeous. Like, I thought I hit the jackpot. I'm like, I need to meet this girl, take her on a date. And if everything goes well, like, I need to date this girl because, like, anyone would be lucky to have her. She was so amazing. So it's hard to believe, like, when you think of a catfish, that this person either is a psychopath and got everything about me and went so deep into this story of I'm really this person and this is my personality and who I am, because they had to have. We talked all the time. This person was fully dedicated either to this fake person, or I don't know what else, either a dive story, or this was their real personality, but they were just pretending to be someone else, or they were totally faking it. I mean, they were so involved. I was convinced there's so many things that didn't add up but also did add up. But the voice and everything, just, guys, like, giggles, there was no reason for me to think it was a dude or anything at all. Nothing but a 21-year-old Brazilian chick, and she sounded just as cute as she looked. But she made and now that I think about it, I realize she didn't ask much about me. Everything we connected through was through her. And it's because I feel like she knew all those things about me and she was gonna bring them up, but she slowly brought them up over time and so well into the stories, and everything just worked. She manipulated me into really liking her and letting my guard down on anything I thought could be suspicious. It's stupid and embarrassing, but I moved way too fast, and I really liked this person and thought, man, it's so stupid to say. It's like, could this possibly be like the one? I know. It's like, you're like, well, you only talked to this girl for 2 weeks, whatever, but I haven't connected with anybody in 6 years like that, and we just could talk for hours nonstop. The person's fake. Like, I got along with their personality so well, or they're such a sicko and dove so sick into this personality that they convinced themselves that this is who they are. And I totally like this false person and personality and everything. It was so crazy. So I got bailed on the first time, and I said, well, when are you gonna come back? She said Monday, and I said, okay, Monday at this time, you wanna go, can I take you out to dinner? Yes, this is it. Yes, you can, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, is this a concrete plan? I wanna make sure this is it. Yes, this is it, we're gonna do this. But a couple hours later, she says, hey, can we change Monday into Tuesday? And I was kinda like, gosh, this is, like, you're so great, but why can't you just stick with a plan? And I was like, it really kind of irked me. But I fell into it again. It's kind of upset, and then she made an excuse. Well, I have a opportunity to make some side money working with a friend, doing something, and because I'm out of town, I'm not working, it would be some great extra money. And I was like, that makes sense. I don't blame you for that. That's a great idea, actually. So I was like, okay, hey, I totally understand that. But I don't want to get bailed on. After I get bailed on once, I usually want to do it again. I let it slide, and we planned for Tuesday. Concrete Tuesday. This is what it is. She's coming back. She's going to drive back all day. We made all the plans. But while these 2 weeks went on, I kind of skipped over like the Snapchat calling and Facebook calling. So she brought up the FaceTiming, and I'm not the type of person to do that. I don't want to FaceTime or talk on the phone all the time. I think that stuff's kind of stupid and lame. I'm not really into that, but this person had me, so I was like, I got to see this person. And also, I wanted to meet this person so bad, which is kind of why I went to like the first date. I kind of pushed going to her places because she was so perfect. I wasn't convinced she was real. So that's why I really wanted to FaceTime and meet her so bad. I want to see it because I had to see it in person. It had to be there in person for me to know it was real. So we tried a couple times, and you know, she made a couple like little excuses that weren't a big deal. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing that. She knew I wouldn't answer, so that's why on the day she bailed on me, she Facebook called me and Snapchat video called me, but I didn't answer because she obviously upset me, and she did it early in the morning, not too early, like 8 o'clock, but you know, I had my phone on silent and I was getting ready for the day. And I just think how ballsy of a move if you're a fake person, relying on me not answering, ballsy. So then again, like, so even after she made those excuses, she brought up, hey, I tried to call you and things like that. Oh, okay, you know, that does make sense. She did. I remember one time I told her to Facebook call me, and it rang for like a second and hung up. And I said, you know, oh, hey, it just rang first. Oh, no, it rang all the way through for me. And hey, call again. And it did it again. I thought the Facebook app is messing up. And she's like, it must be messing my Sprint, or she had crap, shitty Sprints, what she said. So she can't use the internet and the phone at the same time, which is actually true. It makes a lot of sense. So a lot of things she said totally added up. The phone, and finally, the day before we met, she missed it so many times and things. And it was really getting frustrated that it was so hard to just freaking FaceTime with her. She's the one that brought all this up, so no reason for me to think she's fake. And I finally said, what is it? I said, every time we try, I just feel like you ignore me. Like what's going on? Like, you know, is there something I need, you know? And we're on the phone, and she just goes, hey, she kept calling me on my blue eyes. I said, that's like the best thing about me, whatever. And she goes, you know, your blue eyes. She goes, I just want to see your face for the first time, like in person, and I just really want to see you. And we're one day away from meeting. And I was like, and it was the night, so it was like I sleep, I wake up, I work the next day, and we're gonna meet. So I was like, that's not big, you know, that's reasonable, I guess, and it's only one day away. And she has a Snapchat, and she still does. And she even made a Bitmoji, by the way. Her snap score is low, like it's only 827. I don't know how many snaps that is. I sent her snaps, she watched, but she never sent me over Snap. By the way, she constantly sent me pictures, guys, over time, like selfies and things that made no, you know, we didn't send anything inappropriate or anything like that, and she didn't get any private information from me, but she was sending me selfies all the time. No reason to think they're fake. I mean, she must have had 50 Facebook photos, and she must have sent me over 30 photos. I mean, if you're fake, how many fake, you know, photos can you have? And like I said, when I asked for the selfie in the scrubs, and she owns a Jeep, I mean, and she said she was sitting outside of work, it all added up. It just, no reason for me to think, really, besides like the FaceTime stuff and things like that. But going back to, we're out the one day before we meet, so we've been talking for about a week and a half, all the time, hours and hours on the phone a day, texting every single second, everything. It was incredible. We got along so well. I've never met anybody like that. I just thought, man, this is crazy. And I've never been so excited to meet somebody. So I wake up the next day, the day's coming, we talk all day. I'm so excited to see you. You know, we're just talking about it. I mean, just going back and forth, I'm so excited to meet you. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And we're just so excited. I mean, just all day. We're just so stoked. We had a plan. I was going to pick her up, take her to the town center. We were going to go have a dinner and drop her back off and things like that. And I said, is that okay? You know, you can drive if you want, but you know, and she really liked the idea of me picking her up. I was going to bring her flowers, open the door. I really wanted to be a super, super gentleman. And she really liked the idea of that. And I thought, you know, okay, as long as you're comfortable with that, it's cool. Now, I want to let you guys know, by the way, through this whole thing, I really wanted to take it slow. I was pushing to take it slow because I wanted to do this right. We didn't send any nasty pictures. Over the phone, sometimes we did get a little sexual over the phone, you know, kind of talking dirty, whatever. You judge me what you want, but we're all human. But we had this thing is like, you know, we were very attracted to each other, and I was saying, let's not do anything, like have sex on the first date. And she totally agreed. And I was like, let's take this slow. And I said, I want to respect you. She was honestly the one kind of pushing, getting sexual, and I told her, like, kind of as we got like started talking, nodding things or whatever to each other, sometimes at night or whatever. You know, and I told her, I said, when I pick you up though, I don't want to come inside. Like, I want to answer the door because I want to give her flowers at her door. But I said, I don't want to come inside because I don't want anything to happen. Like, I want to take you out, I want to drop you off, and I just don't think we should go to each other's apartments on the first date because we like each other a lot and something might happen, and we know that we like each other and eventually that will happen, so let's take it slow. Which I thought the person was real. And now I feel like this talking naughty part and things I feel so weird about because I have no idea who it was. It's so weird, and even connecting with a person, thinking I like this person so much, it's so weird. It was, I literally couldn't have built a more perfect person. And I just don't know who I connected with. I didn't think it would bother me, but it's so weird that I have no idea who this person I've been connecting with was. But she was kind of the one pushing it on me. And I want to bring this up because she kind of tries to use that as a tactic later on to make another excuse of why she bailed on me again. But she was the pushy one. She was like, no, we'll come inside. And then she finally said, I said, no, I really don't want to. And she was saying, well, how about we just go with the flow? Whatever happens, happens. If you come in and things just happen, I said, I mean, I'm down to go with the flow, but I'd really like to take it, you know. So she comes back from Miami. She said she drove all day. And it comes time for the date. So she calls me, we're on the phone. I'm all ready to go. I am like beyond excited. I'm showered, dressed. I did like everything I needed to during the day. I am just like beyond excited. Like, I can't wait to meet this person. We were so excited to see each other in person because we connected so well over the phone. Like we liked each other for who we were so much that like I just couldn't wait to actually see this person, whoever this was, physically in front of me. It just would, I don't know. I've never been more excited or felt like that in my life. And so it came time, like I said, I was all ready, and she goes, I'm home, and I was on the phone with her. I'm home, I just got home, I'm gonna shower. How far away are you? I said, it only takes me about 17 minutes. She goes, you could have just said 20. I said, no, I'm particular, 17. We laughed about it. I'm funny. This girl's like, no, you're so funny. She's like, you're the funniest person I ever met. Now this person's fake, so I feel like I'm not funny again. Damn it, I thought I was so funny. I was like, yes, well, that's why I think I scored a hottie, because I was like, my humor. I know, I was like, if a girl out of my league gives me a chance, I can hopefully get her on my humor. And that's what I thought I did here. And I like that she really liked me for me and got to know me. And she so liked me for me. I had never been myself so much around a person. I feel like she genuinely really liked me for who I am as a person. I didn't have to pretend to be anybody, which was amazing. I got to tell all my stupid jokes and be funny, and she always laughed. She goes, I'm gonna take a shower. I'll call you when I'm out the shower, and you can head over. Everything sounded okay. I asked her, I said, are you okay over the phone? But she sounded a little, she said, I'm just tired, a long drive. And, you know, Miami to Jacksonville's a long drive. And I said, you know, that's fair. So we talked all day. Said, let me know when you're back safe, everything. So we call, and she goes, okay, 30 minutes, she goes, I'll call you when I'm out the shower. So 30 minutes goes by, and I'm sitting waiting. I go, oh, it's been a while, but that's a woman. I said, she needs to get ready. Let her do her thing. I don't want to bother her. You know, I'm pretty sure we were going out, so I was like, I can be patient. And this is the text I get, I guess, after she gets out the shower. But after 30 minutes goes by, after she says, when she calls me, I can head out on the way. She goes, Chad. She spells my name right, by the way. I don't know what to do. I'm not perfect. I overthink everything, which she did overthink a lot, and I was really trying to help her out with that. But she says she's so into this character, or if this is really her, just a fake picture. I don't know. But she's so into whatever she's doing. It's just like, you're so deep into it. It's incredible. I'm not perfect, I overthink everything, forgive me. You deserve the best. I'm at home, I really love sex, but I don't know, maybe it's too much. I don't know. I'll leave you alone. You're so perfect, I'm sorry. I was like, what? And I was like, what? And the sex thing, I was like, whoa, like this is not what it's about, and I made sure about that, and I didn't want her to think that. I thought maybe again she's nervous because I'm going to go pick her up, so I think I need to calm her because I really wanted to meet this girl. We liked each other so much, and we were so excited to meet, and like when you're excited to meet somebody, you really want to meet them. Like I said, I thought she had the same feelings as me, like, and we kind of talked about like, I need to meet you to know you're real because you're so great. And she said the same thing about me. And so it wouldn't make sense that someone's too perfect. And I just thought this was a wild text. And like I said, the sex thing really put me off because I was like, you were pushing for that. Like, I'm trying to take it slow and respect you. And you're the one that said whatever happens, happens. And she was like, well, I'll come inside for a little bit before the date. And she was pushing for all that. So I was like, super weird. And I said, then let's go to dinner then. And I said, we can just do something simple like tacos. There's a great taco place down the street from me. And we can drive separately and just meet there, and it's a lot closer. And it's way more casual than the restaurant I was gonna take her to. I get no answer for 10 minutes. And I called her several times and she didn't answer. I said, I don't know what to do if you won't answer and ignore me. I'm trying to find a solution, because I just thought she was nervous again. And after being bailed on one time really hard by in the parking lot. The other time she changed the date. Now this is the third time. Here it is. So she didn't answer anything, and then I said I'm trying to find a solution, and she just texts back. By the way, this is the nicest person I've ever met. Just so sweet. And she kind of flipped and was like changed. And she goes, "What do you want me to say?" I said, "So you don't even want to get food?" No answer again. And so I said a question mark, and she just goes, "What?" Like I was like, "Whoa!" Like the script's totally flipping here. I said, "Why won't you answer my question? Do you want to go out to eat, yes or no?" 1 minute later, she answers, "No." One word, no. And like all day, we've been sending super long texts all day about meeting each other and things. I mean, we never sent like one word, small things, stuff like that. I mean, it just blew my mind. So I sent a long message like to figure out what's going on, and then I decided to delete it. And I never sent it, which is the best way to go, because it was a very reactionary response. And again, like I said, I'm trying to work on myself and be better, and not do those things. So I wrote it out, which was nice, and I deleted it, never sent it. So I left her at no for a whole day. And I actually went out with Justin and Julie. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. They came out with me because I was so ready to go, and I just sat in my room and I was like, I just got played. Like, I felt like such a dummy. I was like, I just got played so hard again. I bought her flowers and chocolates, and I sat in the parking lot for an hour. She changed the date again, and now here I am again. I'm just like such an idiot. Like, I'm like, I can't believe I just got played so hard. Like, ooh, it stung. It stung. So thank you, Costa and Julie, for coming out. We went to the taco place. We had a couple beers and some food, and I kind of told them about it, and we kind of talked, trying to figure it out, and kind of the question of a catfish came into theory. And I came back home, went to bed that night. She called me at 11:30, and I was sleeping, so I didn't answer. Never heard from her, and didn't hear from her the next morning or all day. And I wanted to let the whole day go by to see if she would say anything, and she didn't. So about 24 hours goes by from her last note. She sent the last note at 7:30 that night, and at 6:50 the next day, I decided to send a text after I really got to think. So I started thinking about the social medias. She couldn't Snapchat Messenger call me, and like it would go and hang up, and I'm starting to think about all these things. And by the way, when we went out, I was trying to find her again on Facebook because I was hanging out with Costa and Julie, and I thought she blocked me, and I told Julie, and this is just like 30 minutes after she knowed me, and I said, I can't see her Facebook, she must have blocked me. And then someone else looks it up and go, it's not there anymore. She totally deleted her Facebook, or went private, which she said that's what it was before, and that's why the pictures are she had 3 years worth of pictures on there, so I guess she went back to private or deleted it, I don't know, but her Facebook's gone. There's so many questions, and now that I was kind of out of her spell, she totally had me in a spell, guys. I felt like, now that I think about it, I feel like such a dummy, but gosh, I was like, didn't even meet this person, was falling head over heels, which is so stupid, but I just like this person's personality so much. They were such, whether fake or not, the personality that was put on that I knew was so great. So here I am 24 hours later. I go, you catfished me, didn't you? That's not really you in the pictures, is it? Honestly, I'm not here to be mean or say mean things. If you did, you at least owe me the truth. You should be honest with me if you're a decent person. I'm not here to call you out or expose you. I could care less. I just want the truth on my end to know why this happened. Please just tell me the truth. If anything, you owe me that. And I think that's fair. I don't really know who this person is. All I have is a number. She deleted her stuff. Like, oh, she could have came out and been like, yeah, I'm a catfish, whatever, and just told me the truth. Now, that's what I was really hoping for. And like I said, I didn't know this. I would post it and people would respond. I would make a video. I didn't know it would go like this. And I didn't know I would really try to find it. I really thought I wouldn't care if I was being catfished. But this now that I think about everything, like, I'm realizing I didn't connect with this person. This person studied my every move, all my weaknesses, took my kindness, abused my kindness and used it against me to be able to keep playing out these excuses and making me feel bad maybe for certain things. She used what I liked against me, as she liked those things and made him feel like we had them in common. So It was wild. But, and then, so that was, I sent that, like I said, 24 hours after the no text. And then she sent back 8 minutes later, so pretty responsive here. You are too perfect and I'm not. Like, I overthink everything. I don't want to fall even more for you and fuck things up when I'm head over heels for you. And I know you told me that I shouldn't think this way, but I can't. You're everything I ever wanted, Chad. That's kind of a lot. Just like I said, we've never met each other, but you have to consider, and I think it is kind of a lot, but you have to consider we talked over the phone for 5+ hours a day. Like I said, we knew each other for 2 weeks and it felt like 6 months. So I do think that text is a little bit extreme, but we felt like we were a perfect match for each other, and we did talk about that. So, you know, and I hope, women, you can tell me, is this something that could happen? Like, if you, it was so weird because we felt so mutual about each other and I couldn't believe it. Like our feelings were always the same. Like I felt like this, she felt like this. Like we were always so mutual about our feelings, and it was great because we could express that to each other very openly and fairly. We weren't judgmental of each other. It was such a great situation, really. Oh, the sun's coming out. Nice. So I just think that's such a weird response. By the way, it didn't acknowledge the catfishing, didn't want to prove herself or anything like that. And I've talked to people, a lot of people have said, you know, if this is a situation, they would want to prove that they're real. And I totally agree and think that you know, you're right. You would totally want to prove and show that you are real, and I didn't catfish you or anything. But just totally ignore the question, sent me that. I think it's so odd. Let me know what you guys think. And I just responded, you didn't answer the question, are you who you say you are? Because that was my whole question to her. And I really want to know, and she just said yes. 2 minutes later, by the way, very responsive, just a yes. And really, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Like, I just put, can you prove it? Can you send me a picture holding 3 fingers up? I know it's weird, but please, I need to know the person I was talking to is really you. I feel like I got catfished and I feel stupid for not seeing that. If anything, please just do it for me. I said certain things don't add up, but then so many things, it's like she really did do those things, but she was just pretending to be someone else. That's what I believe it is, that it was just, it's gotta be a Brazilian chick who just doesn't look like what she said she looked like. It was weird, like every time I would find something that proved she was a catfish, I would find something that proved she wasn't, because it was just so accurate and ridiculous. Or like I said, I mean, someone put in so much work to do this. They dedicated a whole 2 weeks to me for nothing. What a waste of their time and my time, but I just can't believe someone would waste their time like that. So I waited an hour. After she was very responsive with the other texts, no response, nothing. After an hour of asking her to prove it to me, after she was saying I was too perfect and things like that. Now I'm thinking, like, do you think she really thinks that? Like, could someone be too perfect and, you know, think that they're not? When, by the way, she's so gorgeous. She's way out of my league. So gorgeous, and just, I don't, it just be so hard. Someone's so pretty to think like that. You know, and you gotta know you're that pretty. I mean, she's unbelievably gorgeous. And just someone to think like that, but could she have the strength in her to not want to prove it because she thinks that I am too perfect and that she thinks it's better that I think she's a catfish than to me think she did me dirty? I think that's extremely, extremely unlikely. That would take a lot of willpower, and that would be so hard to do, I personally think. But what do I know? I don't know. I'm not a woman. Maybe women can give me a lot more feedback on this. I would actually love that, and because I'm just so confused. A lot of people I've talked to totally think it's fake because they said, you know, why would she not prove it? So I said an hour after, that's what I thought. I hope you get the help you need. You shouldn't have to pretend to be someone else. It's not good for your mental health, and whatever issues you're going through will only worsen. It's not fair to you, me, and the girls' pictures you are using. You should work on growing comfortable in your own skin. I hope no one ever puts you through what you did to me. I wish you nothing but the best in the future, and that you get the help you need and thrive with the person that you really are. Good luck. That was about 2 days ago. Have not heard a word since. Facebook's gone. Got a bunch of pictures of her. Her Snapchat's still there. Location's off. She has a Bitmoji, but her Snap score stayed the same and hasn't used it. So, I don't know what to think, guys. 90% sure, gotta be a catfish. A lot of it adds up, but like I said, the person, they watched like all my YouTube videos, hours of stupid videos. They're so stupid. You know, it's just me and my business, and she said she loved them. She loved learning about them, and like, Like, and only a person that really cared for somebody would want to go through all that and do that. And she did. She watched all my educational videos, and she loved them. She was learning about this stuff, and she goes, I want to learn about your business. I want to grow. And she actually was doing those things. Like, if you're a catfish or fake or don't have a plan to do, like, why would you go through all the work? Is it like I don't know, there's just so many things I'm thinking of. I just don't know if the personality I met was that real person, or they've dug so deep into a fake persona that that's who they've like pretended to be, because she dedicated it so hard. We talked in the mornings. Like she would say she would go to Orange Theory, early in the morning, which is a real thing. So she would call me at 6 in the morning on her way to Orange Theory, work out for an hour, and call me after. Like, it all, that like made sense. Like, if you're into this fake thing, like, who would do that? Who would wake up and pretend those things? Like, I feel like that person had to be doing those things. It was just insane. I got so suckered. Used my kindness against me, and used everything I've posted online and all the things I like, and used all those against me to feel like we related in so much, and just broke down my guard. I broke a lot of my own rules for her that I had. After I've been dating, I've made certain rules with myself to kind of help maybe filter out the people I don't like as much and don't connect as much, just so we don't waste each other's time. Not that it's bad or anything, it's just not the right person for me. And she hit some of those barriers and some small red flags and things, and because she was so nice, so sweet, connected so well, I let a lot of crap slide. So that's the story, guys. I still don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a catfish. I just can't believe, it's just so hard to believe someone spent all that time, and effort and energy into me just to do it. And like, if it's a catfish, you could have dragged this on for so much longer. Like, why didn't you say you weren't getting back from Miami for a week ago? Like, I was so suckered in, I would have totally believed it and would have talked to you for another week. And I feel like that's what those catfish wants. They want that emotion, they want that feeling, they don't want that to go away. And they knew bailing on me so many times would eventually result in that. And I don't know if maybe you're a serial catfisher where you catfish shortly and go on to the next and next. Seems like a lot of work. I don't know. But it just didn't make any sense, because it could have dragged on longer from other excuses and things, but kept playing the meet me card and things, and it just really seemed like it was real and that the person wanted to meet me. It's frustrating and upsetting, but I'm not gonna let it change me or who I am. I feel like if this person was a catfish, it worked so well for them that I happened to be going out of town when we first talked, that I had an Android, like everything happened perfectly, and it just all worked out. And then, like I said, how long I've been single, I haven't connected with somebody in so long, and I usually don't do things like this, and I let it sucker me, and I tried to be super nice and super understanding because of my past experiences and what I've been working on. It's just like, if this person's a catfish, like, the stars freaking aligned for that person. I don't know, I'm not gonna share any photos or anything, or the name. It sucks sharing that, intimate moments and your time and something with someone that wasn't real, and you have no idea who it is. And I think I really have to know the answer, to be honest. I thought I wouldn't care, but I don't know. If people share this video and it goes out to a lot of people, and a lot of people are interested, and a lot of people enjoy the story and really want to know more, and maybe want to help me, then I might be willing, but I don't think it's right to share any pictures or her name right now, besides privately with a couple people that maybe message me, or some people I've already been talking with. But like I said, if this video goes out, I might share pictures and the name and see if the internet can help me find this person. Also, I'd like to, find the person's whose pictures she's using. Definitely in Miami, by the way, because has school pictures and things on her shirt. Don't know if she lives there now, but definitely, was raised in Miami. That definitely adds up. Don't know if the name's real, but I have the phone number, and I have a bunch of pictures, so I just want to know who I was talking to and who the real person is, or even if I never did get catfished and that's how it was, but I'm pretty sure I did. So that was long. That's the story. It's quite wild. The best advice is just take it slow and stick with your morals. I let some things slip up, and I let things move too fast because I thought I really liked someone, and I let them get to me. But it's hard when you're single for 6 years and someone shows so much affection to you and so nice to you, and you're so complimented. It feels so good, and we're just humans. I mean, everybody loves that, and it just really sucked me, because I'm not the type of person at all to move fast like this, or go to someone's apartment for a first time, or do all the things I did. That's just not really how I work. The thing that's really is me me as how nice I was and how much of a chance that I gave that person, but they took advantage of that and used it to sucker me in. I have a lot of pictures of that person and things, so if this video goes out there and people enjoyed this, people want to help me find her, I think I'm willing to share information to help me find that person. So thank you for watching and enjoying. Sorry about the noise and everything. It was a crappy day. It's kind of getting better, even though it was supposed to rain more in the afternoon, but it is what it is, guys. So thank you so much. I would appreciate if anyone liked the story or actually would share this story, because like I said, if it goes out far enough and enough people watch this, I would like the internet's help of finding this person or getting the story out there to somebody that can help me find out what happened. I know it's only a 2-week short time thing, so it's not like those year catfishes. I would never let that happen. Probably the longest I'd go would maybe be a month. She could have probably suckered me for a month. Just everything was so weird, because if this like I said, if this person's fake and that's not really their personality, the amount of stalking and creeping and knowing and looking at my pages and everything about me is so weird. It creeps me out. And in the way they didn't use everything right away, they suckered. And like I said, everything was so planned and meticulous. It was so good. It was so good. Like the iPhone, the FaceTiming, the messaging, everything had excuses. She know this is a pro. If this is a catfish, this is a pro catfish, a serial catfisher. This person is super good at doing this, and if it's fake, we should find that person and hopefully get that person help. Or if that person is real and that's really how she felt, I feel like I would need to meet this person, because even though I got played or suckered, I have to meet the person that made me go against a lot of my morals and made me feel the way I did, which was amazing. I've never felt like that against somebody. So rambling on, like the video, share it, get it out there. Hopefully the internet can help me find my catfish.